Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Golden Bachelorette, get to know fan favorite Jonathan Rone. Golden Bachelorette suitor Jonathan Rone is another contestant who has quickly become a fan favorite. Many cannot believe he is 61 years old. The handsome shipping expert from Oakland, Iowa made a huge impression on Joan Vassos and on fans. Now keep reading to find out more about this senior hottie looking for love. All about Jonathan Rone. Golden Bachelorette contestant Jonathan Rone made a wonderful first impression on Joan Vassos. When he stepped out of the limo, he was wearing a gold mask and proclaimed that when he saw her for the first time, he wanted them to look in each other's eyes. After Joan spoke with him, and he walked inside the bachelor mansion, she noted that she too thought he was cute. Later that night, he said he wrote a poem for her. He talked about her brief time on Jerry Turner's season of The Golden Bachelor and said, "So I wrote a poem. It's in my heart. It's short, it's sweet. And if you really like it, I can repeat. As my heart is full of bliss standing here in front of you. So now what do I do? Take your hand, be your man, and hope you understand that I'm grateful and blessed to see you in that dress." Joan was impressed and noted that he is a good man and makes a very good first impression. She said he's very sincere. Jonathan was married, but that ultimately ended up in divorce. He has 2 children who are his #1 priority in life. Jonathan also has 3 pets, a dog, a cat, and a floppy-eared rabbit. He's ready to find someone special to spend his life with. He never went to his prom. On Wednesday night, Golden Bachelor Joan Vassos took some of the men on a date to the prom. Jonathan Rone revealed that he did not go to his own prom in high school. He was the only man of color in his small high school, and his date turned him down a week before the big day. Jonathan was awarded the title of prom king, and he and Joan shared a kiss and a sweet dance together. He also got a rose. There are already many fans who are hoping for Jonathan to be named the next Golden Bachelor if he does not find love with Joan. When Jonathan Rone first stepped out of the limo in his sharp navy suit, offering Joan Vassos a single sunflower instead of a rose, millions of hearts across America collectively skipped a beat. Charming, poetic, and a little mysterious, Jonathan quickly became one of the most beloved contestants on The Golden Bachelorette. A rare blend of old-school romance and quiet strength that had fans swooning for night one. But who is the man behind the sunflower? Let's take a deeper dive into what makes Jonathan Rone the unexpected fan favorite of the season. A life well lived, but not always easy. Jonathan, 62, hails from Asheville, North Carolina, a city nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains. He's the kind of man who still writes handwritten letters, keeps his grandfather's watch ticking with care, and walks his dog every morning like clockwork, no matter the weather. A retired English professor and widower, Jonathan's life has been touched by both great love and profound loss. His wife, Eleanor, passed away 6 years ago after a long battle with cancer. But rather than let grief define him, Jonathan turned his heartbreak into poetry, literally. He began writing again, something he hadn't done since his college years, and self-published a book of poems titled after the storm, There Is Light, which quietly made its way to local book clubs and even earned a modest mention in Southern Living magazine. When asked why he applied for the Golden Bachelorette, Jonathan's answer was simple: because I believe there's more love left in my story. The unexpected heartthrob. Despite his academic background and soft-spoken nature, Jonathan has emerged as a bit of a heartthrob among Golden Bachelorette viewers. Social media has exploded with hashtags like #TeamJonathan and #GoldenGentleman, and several fan accounts have compiled videos of his best moments, from his sunset piano serenade. Yes, he plays piano, to his tender confession during week 3's dinner date. One TikTok, captioned "Jonathan Rone could read me a grocery list and I'd still cry," has over 2 million views. Fans praise his emotional maturity, soothing voice, and classic gentleman energy, One popular comment reads, "He's the type of man who remembers your dog's name and brings tea when you're sick." Give him the final rose already. And let's not forget his fashion. Whether it's a vintage leather jacket during a cozy fireside date or the iconic linen suit he wore during the Italy group trip, Jonathan brings understated elegance to everything he wears. Joan herself even joked in a confessional, "He makes me want to read poetry and slow dance in the kitchen." The deeper layers. But Jonathan isn't just a hopeless romantic with good manners and better tailoring. There's a quiet depth to him that's captivated not just Joan, but viewers of all ages. He's deeply passionate about literacy and education. During a heartfelt moment in episode 4, Jonathan shared that he mentors young boys at a local youth center, helping them with writing and public speaking. "So many young men grow up without knowing how to express themselves," he said. "I just want to give them the tools to be heard." He's also a bit of a green thumb, often talking about his garden back home. During one group date challenge, instead of participating in the Bachelor Olympics, he chose to sit under a tree with Joan and discuss her favorite flowers. "You learn more about someone when you're still," he explained, "than when you're racing against the clock." That moment wasn't just memorable, it was magnetic. Viewers noticed how Joan visibly softened in his presence, how she listened with genuine curiosity, and how Jonathan looked at her like she was the last chapter in a novel he never wanted to end. His bond with the other men. Another reason Jonathan has earned the love of fans. He's not just there for Joan, he's there for the journey. While some contestants have clashed over time, Jonathan has become a kind of unofficial camp counselor in the house. He's often seen mediating disputes with calm wisdom, offering advice to younger contestants, and even teaching a few how to cook during downtime, his specialty. Butternut squash risotto, which he made for the house on week 2. In a confessional, one of the men said, "He's like Mr. Rogers meets Paul Newman. We all want Joan to pick him. Hell, I'd date him." The big question, is he the one? As we enter the final stretch of the Golden Bachelorette, the question lingers. Will Joan choose Jonathan? Their connection has been undeniable. From quiet walks through vineyards to tearful conversations about love after loss, the emotional intimacy they built feels deep and lasting. Joan herself admitted in episode 6, "With Jonathan, I feel seen in a way I didn't expect to be. It's not just romantic, it's soul level." But the Golden Bachelorette is never without twists. New arrivals, hometown revelations, and Joan's own inner conflicts could complicate the path ahead. Jonathan's reserved nature, while romantic, may also be a risk in a show built around bold declarations and dramatic finals. Still, fans are hopeful. One Reddit user wrote, "If Joan doesn't pick Jonathan, he better be the first Golden Bachelor. I'm already clearing my calendar." What's next for Jonathan Rone? Even if he doesn't walk away with Joan's final rose, one thing is certain: Jonathan Rone has walked into America's heart, and he's not leaving anytime soon. Rumors are already swirling that producers are eyeing him for future shows, including a potential lead role on The Golden Bachelor Season 2. And if the fan support is any indication, he's already got a nation of hopefuls rooting for his next chapter. As Jonathan said in a recent teaser, "Love is not a young man's game. It's a human one, and I've still got a lot of love to give."